So, our red player, Gobbo Slayer, bringing the dwarfs to the field of battle, is going to have two Vanguard units, Norgrimleen's Ironbreakers and the Ekrund Miners. Both of them with lovely blasting charges. For his other ROR unit, we are going to be seeing the Dragonback Slayers. Now, for the meat of this infantry line, we're going to have 3 units of Longbeards. We're then going to have 5 units of Dwarf Warriors. So a lot of good defensive infantry here for the Dowie. Now, for the range units, we're going to have 3 units of Quarrelers and 1 unit of Thunderers that I can see. So we will go ahead and take a look and see if there's anything I missed. But yeah, looks like that's it for the ranged component. And then,
oh no.
What happened?
Oh no. Exactly what I hoped wouldn't happen. Just go on.
Okay.
These armies.
Gotcha. I thought the stream crashed or something. But we got the cannon here. And then we're also going to have a Rune Lord on top of his anvil. And this Rune Lord is going to be having the Rune of Negation, Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin, and the Master Rune of Grungni for that missile resistance that is constant. He also has the Locus of Power for the magic resistance. Now, I do believe that rounds out the Dowie force. And, yeah, time to see what the Wood Elves have brought to the field, buddy.
Now, these Wood Elves. Let's see, and I gotta say, it's a very different army from what I thought I would see, and I am pleasantly surprised.
Same.
You know what? I take back what I said prior about oh no. So anyway, we'll go over this said Wood Elf army and remove the veil, and let's see. We have 4 Eternal Guard, 4 Wildwood Rangers, plenty of AP infantry, a very cool little rush, and as well we have 2 War Dancers. Now this army is split with completely divided infantry force on either flank. We also have what looks to be a single Way Watcher. Oh no, one's Glade Guard Starfire Shafts. I've been completely thrown for a loop in this game, and very pleasantly surprised, I must say. And for the cab, it seems we have a single Wild Rider, Vanguard in the back to get some cheeky action, riding down some Dwarven missile units. And for the leadership, we have a Spellsinger on an Eagle, just as Earthblood. As well, we have
Mel Gibson,
the king in the woods, Mel Gibson himself, Orion. And he has, looks like, yeah, the full kit, all the goodies, Horn of the Wild Hunt. It's going to be absolutely glorious here, as long as they don't eat too many blasting charges. And then next he has Horns of Orion. Okay, just Horns of Orion. He doesn't have the other ability, but of course he has Cloak of Isha as well. So just one of the 2 bound spell abilities for Orion, but it looks like it's going to be a very patient, complete surround. Looks like we're going to have a perfect pincer maneuver here with these divided Wood Elf contingents on either flank, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. It's completely caught me by surprise, and prior I really thought Gobbo Slayer had no chance with his 3 Rangers and 1 Thunderer.
Yeah.
I thought he was just going to get shot to pieces by arrows.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's actually looking like both players going with some pretty strong infantry forces, so, yeah, both players not really going for the heavy range components. I mean, the Dowie are definitely going to have the firepower advantage in their corner, but, yeah, I'm very curious to see how this all works out, and the Dowie immediately going to start moving away from the forest out into the center of the battlefield so they can see those sneaky Wood Elves on the approach wherever they come from.
Yeah, I think that is absolutely the correct move. He needs to, yeah, go in the center of this open ground and, yeah, away from the cover of that forest. But we'll see if Tlax shows his hand. Yeah, a few of his infantry have showed themselves for a moment on either flank. But then again, I'm sure as a Dwarf player, you know the Wood Elf has something Vanguarded in one of the flanks, both flanks. You just don't know how much or, yeah, to what degree on either flank.
I'm very curious to see the Orion pick here and how he performs. I actually like this pick. It seems to me like it makes sense. He causes terror. He's unbreakable. He has AP missiles that he shoots off. He does armor piercing himself. And then he has some pretty good abilities, you know, to go up against the Dowie with. So if I were Soothsayer right now, I'm thinking I might start targeting the cannon first with Orion. What about you?
That would be some nice initial play, but yeah, I mean, with 140 range, might be a little risky. He only has 30 armor. He could really eat a lot of damage early from all the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what Tlax is probably going to do here, we'll see. Maybe he will run out. But I kind of want to say that the infantry is going to go forward. Then Orion will pop out of the woods just after and start throwing jabs into the flank of some of these Dwarven infantry units.
Yeah.
And just try and rip down the flank. And then maybe he'll start going out. Or, you know, he has anti-large. He may go right after the Rune Lord and just try and put him down.
That's actually not a bad point. And,
right.
you know, each one of those volleys from him into the flank of some infantry will get crazy damage done in terms of killing models. So, yeah, I do agree with you there. Maybe the cannon not the best targets, especially considering what's in his army right now. The cannon isn't the most threatening unit.
Yeah, the cannon really is only it's bad for 3 units. And 2 of them can dodge pretty well.
Yeah.
Orion and the Eagle should dodge fairly well. Obviously, the Wild Rider could eat 1 shot and be put down to half battle capacity. And it depends. So maybe he will run Orion out and start dodging. But no, here we go. He is going to push the infantry out first. He's going to leave the Dwarf guessing as to where the leadership is. So now it's either flank, panic time for the Dwarf, or patience test. Will he remain stalwart and just maybe put a few infantry units out there? Okay, he's pulling in closer, trying to box up. We'll see. With these Wildwood Rangers, I imagine they'll do pretty well against the Longbeards, though I haven't tested that. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I have a feeling they'll win the combat, but it's going to be the typical situation where the Longbeards do not break until the very end. But Ergo Van has both hounds, but gonna miss the Slayers.
Yeah.
But there we go, getting into those Longbeards, doing a nice little touch of damage.
Again, all these Wild Riders, these should not be, these Wild Riders do not want to be shown right now. They need to be in the forest. Looks like they might be about to eat some cannonballs. Okay, no.
Oh, not.
Okay, that's odd. Yeah, the cannon needs to be shooting the Wild Riders, but, oh, here we go. Wild Riders are, just sat in front of Thunderers. It's not a choice. But Tlax is going for it now, but I don't think he's popped Horn of the Wild Hunt, which is, curious. I imagine it needs to be popped now. The charge is going on.
I mean, I guess he's trying to be a bit patient, but yeah, I'm with you. I think Horn of the Wild Hunt should be going down. It's kind of like that law timing.
Yeah, don't pop it too early, but you don't want to pop it a bit too late. But here we go.
There
charge
it is.
bonus is going down, and some units are starting to meet. And I like to see he's just focusing on one flank of the engagement with a couple just reserved units to keep the Dowie honest on the back flank. But the Wild Riders are completely pushing for this flank. But it seems the Wild Riders have a few alleys if they can just get in. But charging in forward is not the best move here.
Yeah, I would agree completely. You know, be patient with those Wild Riders. I don't know why they're diving directly onto these Longbeards. These blasting charges from the Elgrim and Ironbreakers. If they get into this blob, they could dish out so much work. They need to pull out. All right, looks like the Wild Riders are pulling back out. And fortunately for the Wood Elves, not going to take too much damage from those blasting charges. All these War Dancers are in a precarious position if a volley goes off.
Indeed, oh no, look, the Nord Grimlings, I think, were targeting the Wild Riders. I mean, they had this beautiful blob, but yeah, they were targeting Wild Riders, and now they're just kind of in limbo going back and forth.
Yep. Another good
really
Earthblood going down.
Oh yeah, it's making great use of that little blob there. It looks like this blob may work out for Tlax. He's about to break through here and could just push through the front lines here as the floodgates will break and completely occupy the back line. Just needs a push. Yeah,
the Ironbreakers are getting pulled back there to try to plug the gap, and in comes that blasting charge, and there's a ton of damage going in from it. Not sure why those were getting thrown off earlier when they were more bunched up, but yeah, it looks like the Wood Elf are starting to get into that center of the Dowie formation, the nice ooey gooey juicy center, as they are able to rout a lot of these Dwarf warriors in the back line.
Oh, the hound's coming down. Oh, this would be massive. They'll deal with those Nord Grimlings, and oh, wow, what a cast going straight down the line. Beautiful. Yeah. They do a ton of damage, but still, it was a fortunate cast.
Yeah, and it also disrupts their formation, preventing them throwing those blasting charges for a bit, so all in all, I think it worked out okay for them. But the balance of power is still saying that Dowie have the lead here. Orion, very much taking a ton of damage.
Yeah, look at Orion taking a massive amount of damage. The Slayers are on him, and I think this is a beautiful moment. If the Quarrelers can just pop up in a little triangle, hold off these Wild Riders on this flank, they could put down Orion. And I think they just need to focus fire him, get the cannon. And, I mean, this is a time where you could actually manual fire the cannon if you wanted to and just shoot Orion.
Yeah.
And put down Orion, and I think you'll be in a great position here.
Yeah. So it does look like the Wood Elf Infantry just isn't up to snuff right now. They're just having too hard a time of chewing through all this Dowie Infantry, who are still stalwart with their leadership. But the Wild Riders look like they may have a wonderful opportunity here to get in and shut down these Quarrelers, and it looks like they're taking that opportunity. So
yeah, this could be the play that wins the game.
Slayers are coming in now.
Yeah, but I mean, still the Wild Riders so fast, very keenly pulled through, get another nice rear charge here on these Longbeards, and as long as they stay active, yeah, Orion and the Eagle can clean up everything.
Yep.
But we'll see. These Slayers are still. Oh, Nor Grimlings. Slayers at about half health though. That's pretty big.
Yeah, Slayers and Nor Grimlings being still on the field right now is going to be really tough, I think, for the Wood Elves to get chewing through. But
they still have War Dancers, which are very good for chewing apart Slayers.
Yes.
It's almost an ideal matchup. Oh, look at this though, the Hounds.
Hounds still going through, doing nice damage. This cast not going to be quite as pretty as the last one, but still doing some good work.
Yeah, look at the balance of power so in favor of the Dowie here. And just a few good volleys on Orion, they could claim this day.
Yep.
Oh, Master Rune of Wrath and Rune going down on them. Will they get the damage down?
Oh, there is a shatter on top of some Dwarf Warriors. We got some Quarrelers wavering and routing now. You know, I don't know. Could the Wood Elves pull this off? I mean, Orion is just so low on health. He only has 684 left, but he's pulling into friendly units now. And if an Earthblood goes off, you could really very easily get him back to being combat effective. But he needs to be careful.
The regen is going down if he can just stay alive here.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm really surprised he hasn't put down much damage on the Rune Lord either. And that's really a huge swing here.
Yeah.
You see the HP on the Rune Lord. He has 3,000 more HP than Orion right now. That is a massive boon to the balance of power, and the reason why these dwarves are so stalwart and stubborn at this point.
Yep. Are going to be seeing an Overcast Earthblood going down. That's going to really help heal up Orion, and the balance of power getting a lot more even as he heals up there. So yeah, the Wood Elves are still in this for sure, and now the Wild Riders are doing a great job of chasing off these range units that they worked so hard to get out of that Dowie pocket.
And yeah, those are really the only few units on the field that can threaten Orion.
Yep.
So as long as they deal with the Quarrelers and the Thunderers, which are essentially tattered anyway, it's just the Dragonbacks, which can be dealt with via some Archer fire. And yeah, Orion could just tank everything. The Nor Grimlings, I mean, they'll struggle really putting down too much damage on them, but they just won't rout.
No, I have to say right now this battle is very much changing dynamics, especially because I know there's going to be more Earthbloods available. The more Orion heals up, the harder it's going to be for these Dowie. And look how much ammunition he still has.
Yeah, now he's just pulling back and just going to, I mean, he still has this Archer as well. He could just pepper the Wood Elf from here. I mean, the Dwarf.
Yeah. Although I don't know why Orion didn't dive in for that Earthblood. I would not spend any Earthbloods without Orion in it right now.
Well, Orion is, he should be regenning anyway, or I think Cloak of Isha actually, oh no, Cloak of Isha deactivated.
Because I think that's only when he's very low on health, right? Like,
oh, I think it's a melee.
Disabled if hit points greater than 20%.
Yeah.
So it's only when he's at 20% that pops in, and yeah, I feel like with those Earthbloods, you want to get him in it every time, because the more healthy Orion is, the more the leadership bar will even up, or the balance of power will even up, and the more likely these Dowie are to rout. But oh, a concession from Soothsayer.
I'm kind of surprised.
I don't know if that was over yet. I don't know why he conceded there, but I did see a Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin go off on top of those Wild Riders towards the end, so maybe as they were withering down, he just decided he didn't have enough to get the victory.